Promise, we're following the spectacular journey of the Olympic torch, which has now reached the International Space Station. You're looking at live pictures there. And our correspondent, Lindsay France, is following this. Let's now turn to her. Lindsay, do talk us through what's happening.
Well, the Soyuz has just docked at the International Space Station, and as you're seeing right now, the new crew is disembarking. The hatch has just opened, and one crew member and the torch were the first to make it out. Now, of course, the crews are greeting each other. It's very exciting here. Everyone's very pumped up, very excited to see this. It was a very quick trip, just 5 hours. Now, of course, the ISS is a very crowded place because it's got 3 Soyuz craft that are docked at it, 9 crew members, and of course, the Olympic torch. So it's very exciting that it's been such a success. Of course, as you can see, there's no flame on the torch. It cannot be lit, of course, in space, and so it is just the torch itself. So it's very exciting to see this actually happen live, and a lot of smiling faces around here. And of course, the family members are also being broadcast from Baikonur. Of course, they're very relieved to see their loved ones arrive safely. Now, of course, the big event after this is Saturday, when the torch will make history by going on a spacewalk. It'll be tethered to 2 cosmonauts as it spends several hours in outer space. Of course, we'll be bringing you that live here on RT. You can follow us on Twitter, on your mobile devices, on television, and we will be bringing you this live on Saturday. But for now, everyone's just very excited that what started early this morning in Baikonur has now ended with such success. Above the Earth, 400 kilometers actually above the Earth. So here from Mission Control in Moscow, it's been a success, and the video is just amazing to watch. Back to you.
It is absolutely amazing, and in fact, these are historic moments there that we were just looking at, how this torch reached the ISS. And just to remind our viewers that indeed on Saturday we'll be showing live the spacewalk, and because bringing the torch to the ISS is not enough, of course, and it will be walking there in space, so we'll get the photographs and live coverage of this. For now, though, Lindsay, thank you so much for bringing us this coverage of the very, very spectacular and remarkable moments there. Well, and indeed, it was a remarkable scene that we've just seen, and following the Olympic torch's Space Odyssey on RT, and we'll be bringing you the historic spacewalk, as I mentioned earlier, on Saturday. Right now, though, Martin Andrews gives us some background on the torch's voyage to the ISS.
Contact. Mechanical capture.
And contact and capture confirmed. Docking confirmed for 4:27 a.m. Central Time.
And now the crew and symbol of the upcoming Winter Games have met on the International Space Station. Cosmonauts Oleg Kotov and Sergei Ryazanskiy will take the modified torch on a spacewalk roughly 400 kilometers above Earth. Fully docked with the current crew, this will only be the second time in the ISS history that 3 Soyuz spacecraft and 9 crew members have been aboard the lab complex at the same time. Millions will watch as the torch makes history. Safety and physics mean they can't light the torch in space. The design has also been changed so it can't fly away.
It wouldn't make much sense. Everyone knows there can be no flame in outer space, as nothing burns there, and it doesn't make sense to fake it.
After circling the planet several times, the torch will come back to Earth with the 3 returning crew members on the 11th of November to continue its record-breaking relay. With the world's attention on this historical moment, it's a nervous time for everyone involved.
We only need to prepare psychologically, because you can't just perform this work mechanically as some routine job. After all, we are dealing with a symbol here.
It's always good to see countries working together for the better of everybody on the planet. So in a small way, I think it's great that we bring this symbol up to the International Space Station, which is another representation of international cooperation.
Over the coming weeks, thousands of torchbearers will join the Olympic relay across 65,000 kilometers of terrain, covering all 83 regions of Russia. Once complete, it will be the longest relay in the history of the Winter Olympics. The tour will culminate in the opening ceremony of the Games in Sochi by the Black Sea, February 7th. In the meantime, the Olympic torch meets the final frontier.
We are home.
A moment that promises to be truly out of this world. Martin Andrews, RT, Baikonur.
And for just a few moments, we can go back to those live pictures at the International Space Station where the Olympic torch has just reached it. Well, you see cosmonauts and astronauts gathered there. They're all in a very jubilant mood there because, in fact, it is a historic moment with the Olympic torch at the ISS. We here on RT continue to follow the torch's spectacular journey before it gets to Sochi, the host city of the Olympic Games in February. And, you know, just bringing the Olympic torch to space isn't enough, of course, because what we are looking forward to here is, of course, Saturday when cosmonauts Oleg Kotov and Sergei Ryazanskiy will be aboard the station, who have been aboard the station since September. They will be making a spacewalk during which they will display and photograph the torch outside the outpost. So do stay with us for that coverage if you can, because that will be happening live, and we will be showing you, I'm sure there will be spectacular pictures coming out of space for you, and in fact very unique and historic. So do stay with us here on RT.